Let's take a stroll through a park on a sunny day. Look up, what do you see? A vast sky, painted in soft shades of blue. Have you ever wondered why the sky isn't green or red, but blue? Imagine the sky is like a giant sieve made of tiny particles. It all starts with sunlight, the light spreading from our sun across space. Sunlight travels as waves, but what's fascinating is that not all waves are the same. Each wave is a different color of light, though usually they mix together so well we see them as white. Here's where it gets fun. Think of the Earth's atmosphere as giant pots of paint that mix this light in a very special way. Our atmosphere is filled with gases and tiny particles. When sunlight enters, it starts bouncing around these tiny particles in the air like a game of pinball. Now, not all colors are treated equally by our atmosphere. Blue light waves are shorter and zippier. They zoom around, bouncing more than other colors like red. Imagine blue being a quick and tiny bouncy ball, compared to red being a slower, larger ball. This is because shorter blue light waves scatter more easily than longer red light waves. Because blue light is scattered in all directions by the tiny molecules of air in the Earth's atmosphere, we see blue wherever we look in the sky. This entire process is called Rayleigh scattering, named after a scientist who studied how light scatters through gases. Now, let's think about what happens at sunset or sunrise. Have you noticed how the sky glows in shades of red, orange, and pink? That's because when the sun is lower in the sky, sunlight travels through more of the Earth's atmosphere to reach your eyes. All the shorter blue waves scatter out of your line of sight or reach your eyes from different directions, leaving the longer red, orange, and yellow light waves to dazzle you as the sunlight schemes through the thicker atmosphere. It's like nature's own painting, using only the sunlight and air around us right here at home. So next time you gaze upon that magnificent blue sky, know there's a whole world of tiny particles and light waves playing together up there in the vast dome over our heads. The sky's blue hue is a mellifluous melody of light and color. Isn't it amazing how such everyday wonders are laden with incredible science? The sky is blue because of how sunlight interacts with the Earth's atmosphere, creating a beautiful blue that encircles our planet and greets us every day. Have you ever watched a storm and wondered why you see lightning before hearing thunder? Let's find out what's happening in these exciting concerts nature performs. Imagine you're at home, cozy and safe, watching a dark, cloudy sky. Suddenly, a flash of light streaks across the sky. That's lightning. Lightning is like a giant spark created in the sky. When thunderclouds rub together, they exchange electric charges. Think of them as massive balloons rubbing together until there's so much energy that a flash of light jumps between them. That's the lightning we see. Now, what about thunder? Thunder is the sound that lightning makes. It might surprise you to know that lightning and thunder happen simultaneously, but we always see the lightning first. Here's why. Think of people on a relay race, one running very fast and the other slowly jogging behind. Lightning is just like the fast runner. It's really quick. In fact, light from lightning zips through the sky at lightning speed, which is incredibly fast, over 1 billion, that's 1,000 million, kilometers per hour. Sound, which is what thunder is, takes its time like the slow runner. It travels at about 1,200 kilometers per hour. So, light travels far quicker than sound, almost 1,000,000 times faster. That's why, even though lightning and thunder occur at the same time, we see the light way before we hear the sound. The time between the flash of lightning and the rumble of thunder can even tell us how far away the lightning is. Count the seconds between the flash and the sound and divide by every 3 seconds to figure out the approximate distance in kilometers. If you see lightning and count 6 seconds until you hear thunder, the lightning struck about 2 kilometers away. Remember, while storms can be thrilling to watch, it's essential to stay safe. Lightning can be dangerous, so always watch from indoors or a car when there's thunder about. Next time you experience a storm, think of the race between light and sound, and how the universe is always full of wonders waiting to be discovered. Have you ever gazed at the sky after a rain shower and spotted a beautiful arc of colors? That's a rainbow. But what makes this colorful magic appear in the sky? Let's uncover the secret. A rainbow forms when the sun shines onto tiny water droplets in the air, like those left by rain. Imagine the sun as a big torch and the rain droplets as tiny glass balls. When the sun's rays meet these droplets, something amazing happens. Each droplet acts like a tiny prism, a magic wand that splits the sunlight into different colors. You see, even though sunlight looks white, it's actually made up of many colors mixed together, like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. When the sunlight enters a raindrop, it bends or refracts. Think of this bending as a dancer twirling around, changing direction. Inside the droplet, the light bounces or reflects off the back of the drop, kind of like playing tag with itself. It then bends again as it exits the droplet, scattering into its separate colors. Remember how the sunlight inside is a combination of different colors? Well, each of those colors bends by a different amount. Red bends the least, and violet bends the most. This bending separates the colors out into a spread called a spectrum, which we see as a rainbow. Only people standing at just the right angle see the rainbow in the sky. That's why rainbows can be a surprise, a special treat that appears when sun and rain perfectly combine. Next time you see a rainbow, you'll know it's not just a splash of colors in the sky. It's a magical meeting of sunlight and raindrops, each drop working like a mini prism, painting the sky with its colorful art. Isn't it wonderful how nature has its own paintbrushes? So, keep your eyes on the sky, for rainbows are nature's way of sprinkling some cheer after the rain.